Ladies, summer is coming. It is topper season. Why? Well, one, it allows you to take your hair right up off your neck because you can pin your topper back. It allows for sun protection, none of the harmful rays on your scalp, but it gives you that volume and lift that you want. There are so many good reasons for reaching for a topper in the summer season. And we're going to look at Go All Out from the Raquel Welch's Transformations top piece line. I am so excited to be looking at this in one of my favorite colors, Shaded Iced Cappuccino. I love Shaded Cappuccino because I love the dimension in it. It allows you to wear the piece whether you have blonde hair, whether you have light brown hair, or whether you even have medium brown hair like I have. And the iced version is just got that little bit of an extra, what I find to be an ashy kick that I absolutely love because I have sort of an ashier hair color. And it can be hard to find in hair toppers and wigs, that ashier kind of lean. But this one has lots of blend. And so there's neutrals in it, there's warms in it. You can do a little bit of everything. It's 10/22 SS. So what that means is we're gonna have some rooting at the very top, which makes it look even more natural. We have a 10 base and 22 highlights. Now, this is a completely new piece to me. I'm unboxing it with you for the first time, and I'm really excited to be doing that. The cap is 5 3/4 inches by 7. So you have a pretty good amount of coverage, which is fantastic. It comes in this sort of pear shape. And the way that it's constructed, it actually allows for you to part pretty much anywhere in this area. The pear shape also allows for you to decide how you want to wear it. So the intention is that you're going to wear it with this part at the very front, but you're also able to wear it on the other side. So I could just as easily flip this around, change the parting, and wear it so that this thinner part is at the back of my head. So you really can kind of wear it the way that is most beneficial for your type of hair loss. So if you have a significant amount of hair loss at the front, you got lots of volume in the back, then you can flip it around, as I said, and instead of wearing it with this piece right here, you can wear it with this thicker piece up here and have the thinner bit at the back, which is really, really cool. And I've never seen anything like this before. So when the team at The Hair You Wear was telling me about this piece, I was super interested because it's totally unique. I don't know if anybody else is doing this. We've got this beautiful, flexible, and soft cap construction, and of course the soft close clips. These are gentle clips. They're not going to be super harsh on your hair, and it matters. If you are new to hair toppers, you might not know this, but the types of clips that are used on your topper can have a huge difference in terms of wearability, in terms of your comfort, in terms of all of that. So I told you this would be an in-between shade, and it really is. It's kind of like a blonde color, and those roots, they really are pretty close to mine. I'm about an 8 in the Raquel Welch line. This is a 10, and I don't think you could even tell the difference. So having this dimension means that you're gonna be able to work your own bio hair through regardless of the color of your bio hair. That's really important when it comes to purchasing a hair topper and finding the right color for you. The more dimension that's in the piece, the easier it's going to be to blend. Now, of course, customization is always a good idea. So there's nothing stopping you from taking this to your stylist and having them dye your bio hair to match, or having them cut into this piece to have a better style for your face shape or to match your current bio hair. But I like to change it up, and I'm a little bit lazy, and I also don't have a stylist whom I can trust right now with that type of thing. So for me, wearability right out of the box is so important. So when I see a piece that has shading, when I see a piece that has dimension, when I see a piece that has length, that is really helpful for me because I know that I can wear it and get out the door. So this is 16-inch length. We're going to see how she looks on me with my sort of fairly long bio hair that is obviously very, very sparse. Okay, so taking her out of the box, what do we need to do to make her wearable? Not a whole lot. So for one, though, I will recommend removing the zigzag part, although I've heard on social media that zigzag parts are back in style. I don't know if it's true. I mean, I believe it because I remember doing a zigzag part in the 90s, and that's not right. Wasn't the 90s, probably early 2000s. And so it seems like everything 90s and early 2000s has made a comeback with the Gen Zers. I'm a high school teacher, so I see a lot of that. So if that's true, then we could leave the zigzag part, but I'm gonna break it up and I'm actually gonna go in and just gently comb the fibers and kind of mess them up and then make my parting. Now this topper has been made with true to life fibers. So what that means is they're heat friendly, true to life. So you can apply mild amounts of heat to them to change the style. So if you want to wear your hair curly one day, you need your topper to match, you can curl this piece. You do have to be careful, and you might want to use the heat protectant spray from the Raquel Welch line. So I have one here, heat styling spray and a leave-in conditioner. So that will help to protect the fibers and the longevity. So you might want to consider using something like that before starting, but yes, you can change this up. The other thing that you might want to do, and they already have this almost like, well, it almost mimics scar tape actually, which is what I recommend that people put on a monofilament or a lace piece, but they already have this. So there's going to be a naturally lighter color anyways under the topper when you're looking down. But if you wanted, you could apply a second strip of scar tape to create sort of that nude colored base. And the other thing that I like to do, and I'm going to do this while it's on my hand because I can see better, is apply a little bit of eyeshadow to the part line. So I'm just reaching for my eyeshadow. You can also use your favorite face powder, whatever you use on your face in the day, and using a really dense brush, because I want to make sure that the powder gets worked into that monofilament. I'm just going to push some powder right in there. And that's going to help to create a little bit more of an illusion of a real scalp. Now this is center parted, so I'm going to try to go center parted as well. Now the center is where I have my absolute weakest hair, so I tend to go for a side part when I'm wearing a hair topper. For two reasons. One is what I just said, I have more density on the sides, but two, I find that when your hair flips over your face a little bit, it camouflages the thinning. So for me, that's another reason to go with a side part, but we're going to try this as a center because that's how it's been sent to me, and I think why not? Okay, I'm also just looking into my phone right now, so this blend might need a bit of work. That's okay. And I want you to be aware that it might need a little work. You know, sometimes you have to play with these things in order to get them to look right for you. Don't be scared to do that. A lot of times when we are looking at reviews online, we see somebody put something on and it looks fantastic on them right away. And they either aren't showing the process or they are showing the process, but they've been doing it for a long time. And just remember, if you are new at this, there's going to be a bit of a learning curve, but there's a lot of support in this community. I'm happy to help you navigate it all, but be patient with yourself, be forgiving with yourself, and understand that the people who are making it look easy they're experts, they're professionals. This is what they do. They've been doing it for a long time. So go easy on yourself and be gentle. Yeah, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go check out my part line to make sure that it's in place. I just looked in the mirror. Oh my goodness, I feel emotional, and I haven't felt emotional putting on a piece in a really long time. And it's because it looks really good. I'm gonna zoom right in for you to see how well this blends with my hair. And when I took it out of the box, I thought, oh boy, I know this color works for me in a wig, but is it gonna work in a topper where I have to blend with my own hair? And then I got really close to my hairline just now and I realized it does, because of that rooting, because of the shading at the root, it really does. Look at this. I mean, would you know if you saw me walking down the street that this isn't my hair? I've done nothing to this. Now, of course, you have lots of different options when it comes to, oh my gosh. I love it so much. You have a lot of options. So this is one way to wear it, is right up to the front of your hairline. And that's what I'm doing here because I don't love blending. It takes time, it takes energy, it takes a little bit of product. Speaking of which, what can you use? You can use a little bit of a hair fiber. You can just spray it in. You can use a little bit of eyeshadow and again, a good dense brush to create the illusion of hair where you don't have any. You can use root spray, root powder, but you can also just wear it right to the front like this. And honestly, I don't think it looks unnatural at all. So if you are on the fence about hair toppers and you're wondering, can I pull it off? Do I have enough hair? You saw how much hair I have at my front hairline. And there was already a little bit of powder in it from a previous filming that I did. So I have very little to clip onto. I have very little to blend in, and I'm not even blending my hair at the front. My hair's only being blended on the sides and underneath. And I think that this looks incredibly natural. Holy cow. Go all out in shaded iced cappuccino. This is stunning. Okay, I'm going to do a little turn for you so you can see it from all angles. So this is recommended by Raquel Welch for people who have moderate hair loss. I would say that that's probably me. I probably fall into that camp. Now at the back, it might need, I might need to have, I haven't seen it. I'm going to have to go back and watch this video along with you to see how much coverage I have at the back. If I don't feel like I have a sufficient amount of coverage and it doesn't blend nicely with my bio hair, then I might need to consider changing my bio hair color to match. But I suspect that it's going to be okay. Just looking in the mirror here and feeling it out, I think we're going to be okay. Okay, so this is one way to wear her, and I don't want to take her off because I love it so much. But the other thing to do when you're wearing a hair topper is to set it back a little bit off your hairline. So that's going to be a better option if you have a stronger front hairline than I do. So here I've kind of filled with powder earlier today, but you can see my front hairline is pretty weak, right? So if you have more density here and you're just looking for overall volume, this piece is going to be excellent for you as well, because this pear shape means that you don't have to have a ton of coverage right here. So you can set it back an inch or two off your hairline. So let's imagine I didn't have a bald spot right there. And instead, I was just looking, see, I'm wincing because I'm clipping it too far back into my very sensitive baby hairs. There we go. And I had a lot of volume here, not a lot of volume, but a sufficient amount of volume here and coverage here. And I could always add root spray or root powder. But I really just wanted that overall lift, that overall fullness that you see celebrities have, because let's be real, most celebrities are wearing some sort of hairpiece. They're wearing extensions, they're wearing halos, they're wearing wigs, they're wearing toppers. So if you want to have that same kind of, camera perfect, picture perfect volume that we're used to seeing online, but we're scared to take into our own hands at home, this would be a great way to wear it. So you're going to set it further back off of your hairline. And again, you can use root sprays, root powders, just to create a little bit more of that darkness, or not darkness, but coverage in the front hairline. And then you pull your own hair back and you flip it over the hair topper. So this is clearly not going to work for me the way that you can imagine it might work for somebody who has a bit more hair and volume. I should get my daughter in here and I can test it on her. She still has hair because she's little. But you can see then you can really have it just off of your face, and it just creates that overall volume and lift. So if you have a little bit more than me, you can get away with that. This will also allow you to wear this in a high ponytail. If you have that kind of hair in the front, you can set this back and flip your own hair over. A little hack that I once saw from another person in the wig community is she would set her piece a little bit further back, and then she would put her own hair over it and use a headband or use a pair of sunglasses. And that's kind of a nice way to keep the hair off your face while still giving you the lift and the volume. But I don't want to go through all of that, and I don't need to, because this piece is so beautiful when worn straight at the front of my hair. All right, so that's it. This is Go All Out in Shaded Iced Cappuccino. Definitely one to put on your shopping list if you are in the market for a synthetic topper for this summer. I can't wait. I can't wait to wear her out. I might even wear her this afternoon for a little walk around the block with my kids. Oh my goodness, look at that in a nice little claw. That's a great way to wear a topper. This is perfect use of topper. You know, you have the protection from the sun on your scalp. You have a cute look, you know, hair off of your neck, so it's not going to be too hot. Beautiful. Beautiful. If you have questions about wearing toppers, about alternative hair, about what you'd like to see next, if there's any troubleshooting that I can help you with, please send me a message, leave a comment. I'm happy to help, and I wish you the best of luck in your hair wearing journey. Thank you for being here, and I can't wait to share the next exciting synthetic topper that I have with you.